It has been roughly more than a year since I got this product for myself, courtesy of my cousin. The product in question is a Lenovo IdeaPad 130. It is a 15-inch Windows laptop, and I'm going to give you a quick review on it. Let's talk about the specs. First up, the screen. The screen is a 15.6-inch screen, as I mentioned before. It is a 1366 by 768 pixel screen density. It has the Untitled technology, and it is a TN panel. Now, with all those things combined, you think the screen look good? No, the screen don't look good at all. It look like crap. From all angles, it's just crap. Crap. As shown in this clip. Now it is at 0% brightness. It is at 10 now, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and finally 100%. See sunlight there shine on it. As you can see, you can barely make out the Dropbox icon, the recycle bin icon, SD card formatter icon, the OBS icon, PDF file icon. Basically, it's horrible. You can't even see. You can't see shit at all in the sunlight. It has an AMD E2 7th gen processor, which is effectively a dual core processor, and it's not a good processor. Now, I am not an advanced computer guy, but I know a bad processor when I see one. This processor is not the worst, but it is not the best. More upon that later. It has 4 gigs of DDR4 RAM, which is not enough according to 2021 standards, and it was not enough even in 2019 standards, because this laptop was released in 2019 and we expect at least 8 gig, but such is such when you buy a cheap laptop. The storage on this laptop is a half a terabyte of storage. Comes from my hard drive, which should have been an SSD, a solid state drive, but again, cannot complain because it's a budget laptop. And finally, the battery. The battery is a 3968 mAh battery. If you round it up, it is basically 4000 mAh. Now, do I get great battery life? No. You know, say a cheap laptop in them, but why them have a cheap out on the battery? The battery can ever last 4 hours good. 4 hours the battery cannot last for. The most may ever go on a full charge was 3 hours and 35 minutes. And that was just doing simple things like surfing the internet, writing Word documents, and watching some YouTube videos. Now, if I was playing some games now, the battery will never last 2 hours good. Future alloy here, forgot for telling us, after I updated the laptop with the Windows 10 October 2020 update, laptop battery life can get a little bit better. So yeah. And lastly, the laptop comes with Windows 10 Pro, which is a good thing and a very surprising thing, because if you look at it this way, the laptop is a cheap laptop, comes in at $250 to $300 which in laptop world is very cheap, and you would expect Lenovo would have put Windows 10 Pro in a more capable laptop rather than a local entry-level laptop. But can't complain, you know. Windows 10 Pro. Enough about the specs, let's talk about the I/O ports. This laptop is a very weird laptop. Now, on the right side, we have a Kensington lock, which is probably mandatory on our laptops and desktop. And we have a DVD drive. A DVD drive in a 2019 laptop. Now, I don't know about you, but I cannot tell when last I ever used a DVD drive or sit down and watch some movie. I can't tell when last me ever do that. Last movie me ever watch was Avengers Endgame, and I watched that digitally. So right now, the DVD drive seems like a waste of space because it could have been utilized to do more things like put more ports. But who am I to say, you know? Lenovo might do them research and find out, say, hey, people actually use DVD drive. Or the more likely reason to me could have been that they have wholly a spare DVD drive and then just want you get rid of them fast as possible. So just shove it in any cheap laptop they make. Alright, let's get back on track. Now the left side has a charging port. It has an Ethernet port, which if you extend it, it becomes a full-size Ethernet port. It has a HDMI port. It has 2 USB Type A 3.0 ports. It has a headphone jack, and it has a SD card slot. And let's not forget about the 720p webcam and the laptop screen bezel between 2 microphones. It's garbage, as usual with these budget laptops. Alright, let's segue on to the 5 things I hate about this laptop. Number 1, there's no USB Type-C. This laptop came out 2019, I expected USB Type-C. Sick and tired of this proprietary charger. Number 2, there's no backlit keyboard. Now, Lenovo usually put in backlit keyboard, but they not choose to put in the budget one somehow. Number 3, some of these buttons are not working as intended to. Now, as you can see on screen, this laptop has a full keyboard layout and it has a lot of buttons that does a lot of things. One particular button is the F7 button, which also doubles as an airplane mode button. Lenovo, don't label a button them if them not gonna work. I was pressing it, trying to trigger the airplane mode, and it does not work. Number 4, this laptop only came with 4 gigs of RAM. Now, do not get me wrong, 4 gigs of RAM is plenty enough for normal persons, but I wanted at least 8 gigs or more. The reason why I say so is due to the fact that this laptop came with Windows 10 pre-installed. Now, Windows 10 Pro has some additional features that Windows 10 Home does not have, and one feature is Hypervisor. Now, Hypervisor is basically a virtual machine manager that you can use to try out other operating systems. Virtual machines uses a lot of RAM. 4 gigs of RAM now got the shit. And to add insult to injury, this laptop only has 1 RAM slot. Number 5, this laptop has a very mediocre processor now. As I said before, I'm not a very advanced computer guy, but I know a horrible processor when I see one. They found the money to put in this $199 Windows 10 Pro, but they could not find the money to put in a decent processor. That's utter BS. Despite what people may think, I think that they could have found the money to put in a better processor. The Ryzen 3 is like the cheapest Ryzen processor they could have put in. The A series chip or the A7 would have been the cheapest processor they could have put in from the A series one. Or even better, the Intel Core i3 processor. They could at least put in the 7th gen processor since they put in the 7th gen E2. So, should you buy this laptop? The answer is no. In fact, I think that this was a marketing ploy by Lenovo to deter people from buying this one and to buy their more souped-up versions. Because if you don't know, this laptop, which is a Lenovo IdeaPad 130, has different versions. One of those souped-up versions has 8 gigs of RAM, a 1TB SSD, Windows 10 Pro, an Intel Core i5 processor, Backlit Keyboard, and a USB Type-C. Now, you're supposed to see it by now, right? This is all the things that I hated my laptop for lacking. The souped-up version has like a more powerful processor, 8 gigs of RAM, a backlit keyboard, and the USB Type-C. You see, so them 4 things that come back in the souped-up version, and you know everything on the base version. But still, you know, who am I to complain? Because I am very grateful for this laptop. Without this laptop, you wouldn't be seeing this video at all. So that was a quick review on the Lenovo IdeaPad 130 15 AST81H5. Don't name it too long. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Oh yeah, I forgot for sure now. You have one speaker there, so. And you have another speaker right there, so.